Hey folks, welcome to Season 4 of my Nightmare series. This season's going to be in the ImpactFlux mod pack, and we're going to name my world Nightmare 4 for Season 4. Other world options, I'm going to take a look right here. I'm using this seed because this is a seed that I came up randomly while I was testing the pack, and I like that world. It's also the world I used for the intro, so I'm going to go ahead and use that for the actual gameplay this season. I have allow cheats on just in case something crazy happens and I need to fix something. You know, if I die to a ridiculous bug or something like that, or for some reason I need to fix a quest. I think there's still maybe a broken quest or two in the quest book. A lot of quests in the quest book, but let's go ahead and create the world and see where we're at. Okay, as anticipated, I'm in some trees in a jungle. Because this is where I started last time I started this seed. And I've got my quest book and pretty much nothing else. So a few quick notes about what I've done to play the pack. So I downloaded the 1.2 version from the Feed the Beast launcher. I'm using that to go ahead and play. Now you may notice in the upper right hand corner I have a journey map, and it is round. Yeah, I had to update the journey map in order to get the round version. Now, journey map is included as a disabled mod in the default mod pack. There's a number of disabled mods in the default mod pack that you can enable if you want, but I chose only to enable the journey map. I usually would do biomes aplenty, but I figured I would try it without this time. So the only mod I enabled from the disabled list in the default mod pack is journey map, and then I went ahead and updated it to the most recent version of journey map because I like the round map up in the corner instead of the square. The one that always points, the top is always the direction you're looking. Anyway, that's just the type of radar I like, so I went ahead and updated to the latest version of journey map. No, I think that's about the only other notes that I have about playing the pack. I showed you the seed, so you'd be able to play in the same world if you want. Yeah, so that's about it. Let's look at the quest book. So, waking up from the world feels the same but strange different. The ground feels the same, the air crackles with fire from above, and monsters are stronger. Uh-oh, monsters are stronger. There seems to be something about men of Ender. Be prepared to fight. Build and avoid destruction. As the meteor crashes down, meteors? Yeah, we know there's meteors in this. It would be wise to build underground until you can shield yourself from the abominations from above. Welcome to ImpactFlux. And the rest is just a thanks for playing my pack. Message from the author, ImpactFlux. So let's get on with it. Quests. Let's look at... we have some factions in this quest. We have Republic of Vanity, Impact Kingdom, Disciples of Notch, and a hoarding one. Is there another one down here? And food. Those are the different reputations you can have. I'm not sure what food would be. You can have reputation with food. You start with only one life, so that's going to be a little bit. That could be a little bit challenging. Lots and lots of quests in this quest book. There's two ways to start this. There's the mode selection survival, or the mode selection builders, aka easy mode is builders and hard mode is survival. Of course, we're going to go with hard mode because we're playing Nightmare. So what do you got to do? You got to get some dirt, and that's the same. It's the same. Turn in. It's just a single piece of dirt. Basically, to select your quest destiny here. Let's see if we can get a piece of dirt. And I'd like to take a moment to thank you guys for your suggestions on other mod packs. I did take a look at the majority of those. Quick reasons why I didn't choose, like say Blood and Bones. Blood and Bones is murder on my computer, and it's not so much that it wouldn't be an interesting mod pack to play, but for one, it doesn't have the hardcore quest mode mod, and I kind of want to stick with that theme now that I've been doing the hardcore quest modes. Also, it would be a lot of restarting because it is a terribly, it's beyond nightmare. It's pure hell. Yeah, and there'd be a lot of restarting, and it hates my computer, and frames are really bad on it, and I die just as much due to performance issues as I do to, the world actually killing me for reasons. So that's why not Blood and Bones. Blood and Bones is the one that I may go back and once there's a 1.7.10 version of it, give it a try and maybe stream it, but I don't think I'm going to be doing a Nightmare series on it because it's just, well, it's beyond Nightmare. The, what was the Mad Pack 2. Again, this is another one that's a little bit beyond Nightmare. The pack's basically designed that you're not going to be able to finish it. You know, you're all the quests that are in it are like really end game quests. There's no progression to it, and the pack is basically designed to just continuously ramp up until it eventually defeats you. So again, this is not necessarily a nightmare. It's more like hell. So we're gonna skip that one. Again, this is another one that would be probably good for, say we're gonna head over here while we're talking. Ooh, I didn't quite get to the water. It'd be good for a stream, but not necessarily a playthrough, because I'm heading over this way because I know that there's an entrance to a rogue dungeon right over here. And let's see, there's one other one that I wanted to mention that people suggested. It was the Token Craft 2. Really interesting looking pack, and there's a high probability that I will potentially play that in a Let's Play. Thing is, it is not going to be my Nightmare series because it's not set up to have lives and stuff. Oh, excuse me. Because it's not set up to have lives and stuff. It looked like a really good pack for my next duo. So probably expect to see that after ME3 is done with Lord Raccoon. Expect me to find a partner and play that pack as my next duo pack. So it looked really interesting, very nicely developed and stuff. Start in a pre-built kingdom and things with all kinds of quests and really cool custom NPCs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's thanks guys for all the suggestions basically, and that's what I come up with and why I ended up sticking with the ImpactFlux. I did like a couple of those packs that you guys suggested, of course, and you probably will see me play them eventually, either in a stream or in a future Let's Play, but just not in the Nightmare series. So all right, let's get this going. Let's get some quests started here. So we're gonna do. Let's make sure we're on the right one. We want to do survival. So manual submit that. We're gonna give it our piece of dirt. Claim our reward. That gives us a full heart. Whenever you get a full heart, you want to eat it immediately, because if it stays in your inventory too long, it will rot and turn into a bad heart, and you don't want that. So every time you get a full heart, make sure you eat that immediately. So now that's going to remove the other quests, so we no longer have the option to go the builder route, the easy route. The next one here is Run, Forest, Run. The meteors are coming any moment. So yeah, the meteors pretty much generate randomly at random intervals and strike somewhat near the player for the most part. I haven't had one hit me directly yet. Let's hope that doesn't happen. So this is just basically give you your starter equipment. Yeah, because it just detects that you have your quest book, and obviously you're going to start with your quest book. So I am going to choose the... Wait, I don't know about how I'm going to get hearts later on, and Satchel seems like a good thing, but they only hold like a little bit of stuff. And since I am right here... Since I'm right here at the at a better dungeon, or at a I keep wanting to call these better dungeons, they're the rogue dungeons. Since I'm right here at a rogue dungeon, I'm not going to worry too much about being able to carry a bunch of extra stuff just yet, because I don't need to like go off a far distance and then carry a bunch of things back just yet. So I'm going to take the heart. And I'm betting that I can't craft hearts, but I'm sure I can craft satchels. So I think that's why I'm going to go with that. So let's back up and look at the next one. Saw one. What I got saw? For cool part of survival, getting preparations ready, you could get the basic tools. You can only provide one of the manual heads. Choose wisely, young grasshopper. Okay, so what I got to do this, I have to repair up my tools here. And you can do the repairs in your game crafting window. Any crafting window, you can also use a tool. If you had a tool table, you could use that. So we need to repair the pickaxe and the broadsword to full durability, and then we should be able to turn this quest in. I'm definitely going to go with the sword because here I am, I'm adventuring, and I want to be able to kill the mobs in this dungeon very quickly. So let's go ahead and claim that reward. And that gives me a bed. That's actually excellent. Let's go ahead and remove a few bits of stone in this room here. That's probably going to end up being our base for quite a while, several episodes. And we'll get rid of the nighttime because we don't want any mobs spawning outside around the dungeon here. In fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and remove all the corners here for a little bit more space as I initially set up my base here in the top of this rogue dungeon. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of a nice, yeah, there we go. And this corner too. Now the other nice thing about where I spawn in this world is I got a dungeon, or I've got all this trees outside. All of these massive amount of jungle tree and stuff. That's going to be helpful. Let's get. Ooh, that sounded like a meteor. I didn't see him. I didn't see a message. Is there a message? No. Well, something blew up. It could have also been a creeper plant becoming ripe and doing its thing. So yeah, we hear random explosions. It doesn't necessarily mean a meteor crash. It could just be a creeper plant or a creeper blowing up for some reason. Let's move on to the next thing here. We've got to forage. We got to get some seeds, some barley, and some dandelions. Okay, well that means I'm gonna have to go out into the jungle, which is just fine. Whoa, that's nasty. We need to fill that hole in. Now the interesting thing about every time I've respawned this seed is this tower looks a little bit different because when it generates random bits and pieces. All the bricks and stuff are different each time, and there's holes in different places, so been a little bit of difference every time I've generated. So I've got this nice lumber axe that you start with from the beginner quest, and this is going to help me gather wood really fast by taking down a jungle tree. Look at that, all that wood, super fast. So now I've got wood for, well, at least a day or two. Well, now I can take that wood back in here and set up some stuff up here and get my workspace going. Now I was given a tool station as part of one of my quests. We'll go ahead and set that there. We're going to need a few things. So let's just get a stack of jungle wood planks. We'll go ahead and make a crafting table. Actually, we'll make the crafting station. And go ahead and put that someplace. How about there? And then we're going to need some place to store stuff, because we didn't take the satchels because we're going to be staying close to where we're doing our adventuring. And now I can just go ahead and put chests where I need them. Put one there, put no one there. That's good. That'll give us places to store all of this various stuff that we're going to be picking up. Before I get too farther, I want to make sure that I apply this manual blade to my sword. So you have to do that in a tool station now. In 1.6.4 version of the Tinker's upgrade, Iguana Tweaks for Tinkers, you could do it in your inventory crafting grid or any other crafting grid, but in this version At least the way it's configured, you have to use the tool station. So I come out here, pick up some saplings that are fallen from that big tree that I cut down. So yeah, it does take a while for leaves to decay. It does not have random things in this mod pack. So that's typically the mod that does the fast leaf decay. Now someone took that and made it into its own mod if you just wanted that and not all the extra things from random things. But neither of those mods are in this. So we're going to have to wait for the leaves to decay. But there we go. I got a bunch of extra saplings from the jungle plants. That'll let me replant those later. I'm gonna go ahead and put that heart in there. I don't want to lose any of this stuff. I have my 1 seed. Oh yeah, to help me collect seeds faster. Let's get some of that. Some wood. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a few. Let's go with 2 of these sickles from Blue Power. Now they would Blue Power is pretty much the same as Red Power, and which both of those kind of are they copy the old red something something from Elorum. There's a mod back from before my day. Oh, visible spider, nasty. Back from before I started playing Minecraft even. Now she's come back and started developing it again, but haven't played with it. The old Red Power. I think that's what it was called. So I want to cut down trees around my area and basically just clear out leaves because I'm going to need some space for gardening later and things. Get that chop all this out. The problem with this lumber axe is it's not made of a high-end material, so it does take a little while to cut things down with it. I don't know if I want to cut that cinnamon down or not. I want to just leave it. We'll leave it for now. But the main thing I came out here for is I need to go find some grass and stuff to get well, I've got the barley seed. I just need a wheat seed and a bit of dandelions. How am I for daytime? I got about half a day left, so I should be able to get that before it gets dark is what I'm trying to say. And there's some grass. There's my wheat seed. Good. All I need is a dandelion. And like I said, I have played around on this map a little bit before. Yeah, there we go. There's a dandelion. I knew there was some dandelions over this general direction. I know there's a bunch across the river over there somewhere. But yeah, there we go. This is a dandelion, and now I can head back. I've foraged up everything I need to forage for the time being. Let's go ahead and submit that. Oh, wait a minute. We need 2 dandelions and 2 wheat seeds. Okay. Can handle that, right? Let's see, give me those other dandelions. Did I get another wheat seed yet? No. There it is. There we go. Okay, now let's try that again. Manual submit. Alright, and let's get some melon smoothies. Why not? And there's a chicken. I'm tempted to kill the chicken. I think I'm going to let him go for now. Maybe he'll lay some eggs and I'll come back and collect them later. But that's going to open up a bunch more quests. Oh, look at that. Look at all these quests that I have available to me now. So now I need to... These are the important ones right here at the top. These are going to give you your starter armor for when you're adventuring and stuff. So let's get right to that. So one of the things is it needs a bucket of water. So we'll submit that bucket of water. Claim our reward. We're getting a meteorite chest plate. Highly important, very good one to get because this has the magnetization on it now. So now whenever I get near stuff, it's going to draw it to me. Pretty much like magnet mode, except it's an enchantment that comes with the meteorite mod pack. Now, one of the other things it asks for is a bucket of lava, and then you might be able to see it on my map over here. There's some lava right nearby. There we go. I can just get some of that and get the lava. Claim that. Now, I'm not sure which boots I get here. What do I get? Freezerite boots. These are really cool. What they're going to allow me to do is, whenever I get near water, this is good and bad for different circumstances, but whenever I get near water, it's going to instantly freeze the water under my feet. I can just walk right across. The problem here is that that's going to stay frozen. So it would be bad to wear your freezerite boots into your garden and freeze your water block, and then you have to break it, and et cetera, et cetera. So probably not the best boots for gardening, but they're good if you're going exploring, which is what you're meant to be doing if you start off adventuring here in the mode selection survival. You're meant to run around until you find a rogue dungeon, until you find all the things you might need. You're going to need to find a village. Those are the main things. You need to find a rogue dungeon and a village. So we don't know where there's a village, but we definitely know where there's a rogue dungeon. So now the next thing it needs is a piston. This would be easy to come up with if we found a village. Same with a glowstone. Glowstone's actually going to be able to find that down in here somewhere or in a village, and it's starting to get dark again. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good start for episode 1. I'm going to try to keep these ones shorter. Who knows? I may succeed, I may not. Yeah, so yeah, as you guys probably know, most of my episodes are considerably longer than usual, and it's not quite nighttime yet. Longer than most people's anyway. I know a lot of people shoot for that 20 to 30 minute. I shoot for the 30 to 40, and then usually overshoot by about 10 to 15 minutes almost every episode that I make in my other series. So I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter, with a minimum of 30 minutes and a maximum of 40, which is usually my target, but I almost always overshoot it around the 50-minute mark. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this first episode. We're going to get I am going to be excited to show you guys this mod pack and get into the nitty-gritty, the meat of it. And yeah, if you did enjoy the video, be sure and leave a like, a comment, thumbs up, share it around with all your friends. And if you didn't, go ahead and leave me a comment anyway and let me know how you feel I could do better next time. So till next time, I'll catch you later.